My pranams to all Atmajyotis, divine light of the self. Today let us contemplate on why should we study Bhagavad Gita? Why should we understand the message of Bhagavad Gita? Why? What is the importance of that? I remember one story. Mr. Nelson Mandela, who became the president of South Africa after a long struggle against apartheid. Most of his life he spent in jail, imprisoned for his political views. He was tortured like hell. The purpose of torture is to disturb his mental condition, make him go off balance, so that he will stop the freedom struggle or the fight against the apartheid. After coming out of jail, Nelson Mandela told the secret of surviving, secret how he survived the torture, the long prison term. When he was going through torture in jail, when he was suffering, one of the Indian friends who was in jail gave him Bhagavad Gita and taught him Bhagavad Gita. Nelson Mandela says, but for Bhagavad Gita, but for the message of Bhagavad Gita, I would not have survived the jail term. I would not have been able to withstand the torture. It is the Bhagavad Gita which gave me the strength to face life. So what is there in Bhagavad Gita which makes you face life? The setting of the Bhagavad Gita itself is very interesting. Sri Krishna is the charioteer of Arjuna, and Mahabharata war, the mighty war of Mahabharata, is to begin. The armies of Pandavas and Kauravas are facing each other, ready to fight the war. At that time, Arjuna, who is the hero, who has won many wars, who is the key fighter in Pandava's side, gets depressed and shaken by looking at the opponent side. Many of his friends, relatives, gurus are there as opponents. Arjuna doesn't know, or Arjuna gets confused what is the right thing to do. Should he kill his relatives for the sake of war? Should he do injustice for his gurus by killing them in the war? So Arjuna gets into a dilemma. Bhagavad Gita is teaching of Sri Krishna to Arjuna to bring him out of this dilemma, bring him out of this depression. Sri Krishna is able to tell Arjuna very clearly what is right, what is wrong, and what he should do. In other words, with a few words, meaning about 700 slokas, Sri Krishna is able to bring Arjuna out of depression. Sri Krishna removes the confusion Arjuna has, brings the clarity, motivates him to fight the war and eventually win the war. Please tell me, which psychiatrist in the world can get somebody out of depression, motivate him and make him fight in no time? So we can consider Sri Krishna as a great psychiatrist. And in today's world, we need this counseling. The number of psychiatric patients in the world are increasing. There's tremendous pressure in today's modern day living. There's a pressure on the individual, there's a pressure on society, there's a pressure for pressure of competition, there's a pressure of survival. In this pressure, it's easy to get into sort of depression and confusion. It's easy to get into a situation where we don't know what is right and what is wrong. The mind can get clouded, and many people go to psychiatry for treatment. And once you go to psychiatrist, you may have to spend your whole life becoming patient. Only a real master like Sri Krishna can give the right wisdom, right clarity, right framework for somebody to come out of depression or life, depression in life. So Bhagavad Gita is very uplifting. If you read Bhagavad Gita, if you understand the message of Bhagavad Gita, then you don't have to depend on psychiatrists. So there is a very simple message. You can come out of depression, you can come out of your psychiatric problems by understanding the essential message of Bhagavad Gita, which is uplifting, which is purifying. So you should study Bhagavad Gita to be able to face life with more confidence and clarity, like what Nelson Mandela did. So Bhagavad Gita has inspired many people, including psychiatrists, like famous psychiatrists like Carl Jung, the maker of nuclear bomb, Einstein, many scientists, philosophers, poets are influenced by Bhagavad Gita, message of Bhagavad Gita. They found meaning in their life. Our late President Shri Abdul Kalam used to read Bhagavad Gita every day for getting inspiration. Mahatma Gandhi, whenever he had a doubt what to do in life, whenever he was faced with the uncertainty, he used to open his Bhagavad Gita book and find relevant answers, right answers for the choices he has to make in life. So Bhagavad Gita has inspired the scientists, poets, philosophers, politicians, and common man. Arjuna represents common man like you and me. Common man is called Nara. And Sri Krishna represents the Supreme Lord Bhagavan, Narayana. It's a counseling by the Supreme Lord for the individual. Counseling by the Lord for the Jivatma or individual. Showing him the right path of liberation. The 18th chapter of Bhagavad Gita are like 18 ladders for spiritual upliftment, for mukti, for liberation. In other words, we need to study Bhagavad Gita to be able to face life, to be free from depression, to understand deeper aspect of life, for spiritual upliftment. Let us, all of us, focus on studying and understanding the message of Bhagavad Gita. Let us learn it ourselves and teach our family members, children, and those who need it, so that the message of Bhagavad Gita spreads.